Hello, and welcome to the 5th update video for Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition. In this video, we will mostly be concentrating on quality of life improvements for the game, such as GPU anti-aliasing support, high DPI scaling compatibility, and more. So let's jump straight into it. For this update, you will need to download the latest version of the following enhancement packages: the Silent Hill 2 Enhancements module, version 1.5.1750, and the FMV Enhancement Pack, version 1.5.2. You can download the latest version of these packages by visiting the installation page of the Enhanced Edition website. Go to the changelog table to see which packages have been updated. Click the appropriate packages link to go to its install step, download the package, and replace any files within the game's directory if prompted. Download links for the latest updated enhancement packages will also be in the video description below. So to start, we've updated the FMV Enhancement Pack to give the player choices in how they wish to display the videos in-game. If you open the d3d8.ini file, you can set the FMV Widescreen Enhancement Pack Compatibility fix to a value of 1, 2, or 3. The default value is set to 2. Setting the value to 1 will display the FMVs in full for 16:9 usage, but will also display pillar boxes. Setting the value to 2 will zoom in on the videos to remove the pillar boxes for 16:9 usage, which will crop the videos some vertically. And setting the value to 3 will shrink the FMVs to display them in full for 4:3 usage, but will also display letterboxes. Be sure to download both the latest versions of the Silent Hill 2 Enhancements module and the FMV Enhancement Pack to ensure correct compatibility with this update. We've added further compatibility for GPU-based anti-aliasing. Before, if you force-enabled anti-aliasing through your NVIDIA control panel, the shadows would not render. Then, if you pull up the PC pause menu or inventory screen, the shadow effects will become corrupted. This issue is now resolved. Additionally, we've also added a feature that maintains GPU anti-aliasing during any scenes that use post-processing effects, such as the depth of field blur, motion blur, and bloom areas. Before, when using multi-sample anti-aliasing, your GPU would automatically disable the anti-aliasing during post-processing events in the game. With this update, the anti-aliasing is preserved throughout these areas. Do note that if you'd like to use your GPU's anti-aliasing, there are specific settings you need to enable to achieve correct anti-aliasing visuals with the game, depending on which manufacturer you use. Go to the troubleshooting page of the Enhanced Edition website and click the "What anti-aliasing should I use for the game" link to read what settings you need to enable through your GPU. We've added a feature that adjusts the speed of the fog in certain areas for slower, more natural movement to better match the PlayStation 2 version. An update to the PS2 camera speed fix now addresses floaty and bouncy camera behavior. Before, the camera would often bounce during any vertical transition shifts. For example, notice how the camera bounces up in the air as James comes to a stop here. Or how the camera bounces on every step as James continues downwards. Or here, whenever the camera is supposed to move up to compensate for the trees just ahead. With this update, the camera will no longer bounce or feel floaty, and now fully behaves like the console versions. We fixed an issue where the player might see a random burnt-in image of the game during fade transitions. This was due to enabling high DPI scaling for the game on Windows 10. This issue is now resolved. Lastly, some additional features that have been added to this update are: we fixed an issue that prevented the game from launching for some users whenever they were also using the custom SH2E folder or the FogFix. If you had trouble launching the game in the past after downloading all the enhancement packages, please try again after downloading the latest files for this update. We've disabled the ability to save in a few other areas throughout the game that could cause visual errors upon loading back into these spots. Most of these new disabled areas are the elevators throughout the game. The SingleCoreAffinity fix is now set to use your second CPU core by default to improve performance on systems that may have many other processes running on the first core. And we've added an option to disable the screensaver while in-game. And that about wraps it up for what's new with the latest update for Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition. This update is now available to download for you to experience these improvements for yourself. The links and information about these downloads will be in the video description below. The Enhanced Edition team hopes you enjoy the newest update to Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition, and until the next video update, we will see you around in the foggy town of Silent Hill.